We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. And that's not going to be returned, as so many kicking teams elect to do. This is past the landing zone, and we'll start at the 30. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Yellow!
Here's Pacheco to begin the drive. And he's got a good gain of 7 up to the 37. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Ordinarily in short yardage, most people don't run a toss because it takes a little bit longer to develop. But some teams see it as a very physical type run because the amount of people that get out in front of the runner, offensive linemen, tight ends, sometimes an extra back, they like to run that play there and try and run over people.
2nd and 7. Now they'll throw with Mahomes. He'll get this complete to Worthy. That'll go for a gain of 7. And now 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
Now Mahomes. That's laid out deep for Rice. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. On 4th down, Matt Ariza is sent on to punt. Back deep, Rashid Shaheed. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. Here's Penix. That's out wide here for Robinson. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
And they'll use him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago, there's another one right there.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. A run for the first time with Bijan Robinson. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. The Falcons at 1-1 through 2 games thus far. It's not a start that's going to set the world on fire, but they've been pretty solid nonetheless.
And the first thing that crosses my mind, it certainly beats the alternative of starting 0-2. I do think that this is a team that's going to take a little time to find its footing. Hard to navigate the always tough NFL.
This defense for the Chiefs, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
And that's not the half of it. They forced 7 turnovers in that game, and I know we always talk about turnovers coming in bunches once you force the first one, but 7? That seems almost impossible, but we watched it happen.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. That's good for a first down, his 2nd catch of the opening drive. Now Penix. He's going to air one out. This is intercepted. Trent McDuffie with a pick. And the Chiefs are going to have it here just past the 25. They brought the house that time on the young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break off their routes quickly as well.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
Throwing now is Mahomes. To the right side and intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
And a really nice play call there to start the drive, especially if you're a team that has a little bit of a reputation for throwing it downfield. You come out and you think maybe you can catch them off guard a little bit, and they did. Little screen pass, backdoored them, and that time worked well for a solid gain.
And looking to throw, Penix. Over the middle and complete to Shaheed. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
That was pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all. Challenging that defense, and on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Robinson. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. Koo knocks this one through the post, and the Falcons are out to a 3-0 advantage. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach turned his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. The result, only 4 yards there on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll run out of the gun with Pacheco, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
Yellow. Easy.
Here's Mahomes to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Headed straight, it's Pacheco. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. Pacheco gets it again on second down. And that's going to be a Chiefs first down as good running gets him to about the 44. 3-0 after one on EA Sports. A pair of first downs gives him a 1st and 10 up at the 44. Pacheco gets it up the gut. And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. No gain on the play there. Second down. Now here's Mahomes. That's caught right side by Worthy. And he's going to be knocked down hard at the end of that one.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Now this time Mahomes will throw. That's into the hands of Worthy. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Xavier Worthy, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a gain of 16, first down Falcons. The contact on that run came pretty early. Nice job just to push forward and get some extra yardage. Good game.
It certainly was, because the initial contact did not signal the end of the play. His mind, his body, his legs said keep turning forward, and he gained more yardage.
That'll be taken in by Shaheed. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd and a yard.
Let's go now.
On the draw, Robinson. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
Trap 60, trap 60.
Looking to throw, Penix. Eluding the pressure right. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
Thanks to his effort, they now have a big choice to make here. He just ran them into field goal range with that one, so here come the choices. Do they kick it here, or do they trust him to make another big play and possibly get a first down?
And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So they're content to take the 3. Somewhat of a conservative call there, opting not to go for it on 4th and inches.
And that's from a team that you and I know is not usually playing it close to the vest. It's a little bit of a surprise that they opted for the 3 instead of going for it.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
The tight end in motion right. Looking to throw is Mahomes. He'll get this one to Kelsey. That's complete. And they finally take him down, but not before he reaches the 43. Mahomes finding his tight end Kelsey for a big one. 41 yards. On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco. Solid running on the carry, but still brought down just inside of the 40. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They just keep trying, but so far, finding no room for him to run.
None whatsoever. In fact, you run the numbers. He's under 3 yards a carry at the moment.
Yellow. Hey, 57. 43.
In motion, the tight end Kelsey. To throw, it's Mahomes. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 25-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. A loss of 4 that time on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. Mahomes going to throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Mahomes now to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Pacheco. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, I know defensive coordinator is going to be pretty excited about what he just saw there. Great knockback by their front. And now with the ball where it is, I would expect to see the offense throw the ball on 2nd and 3rd down here.
Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal.
Attack!
They go play fake. Mahomes. And that's caught. It's Kelsey. Touchdown, Kansas City. Travis Kelsey. He has career touchdown number 78, tying in with both Eddie George and Frank Gifford on the all-time list. And the Chiefs will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Butker on for the PAT. And his kick is no good. Misses the PAT, a mistake there. And this remains a 7-point game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guy.
Touchdown, Falcons! A big play there as the first half is winding down. And the Falcons have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And we'll see what they want to do. Just 20 seconds remaining here before the half. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a second and very long. Well, this one complete. It's Rashee Rice. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter.
Yellow, yellow. I 57. Hey, yellow, go going. Right.
Final shot before the half from Mahomes. And that's caught inside the 30. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And no return forthcoming. It'll be a touchback. And the third quarter will start from the 30. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
Here's 2nd and 10.
60 Bobcat. Here we go.
They'll throw with Penix. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's not locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, but a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
Sets up the screen to Robinson. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. This is taken at the 18. And he'll take a shot at the end of that one, and they'll begin right there. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They'll start the drive here with Pacheco. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
In motion, the tight end, Kelsey. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
As he came to the line of scrimmage, he knew he didn't need much to reset the chain, so when he saw the space he needed, no hesitation. He went to the marker and got his guys a first down.
It's a room to maneuver. Now inside the 25. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco, his second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs have broken our tie as they take the lead.
Well, I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
To the air, Penix. Short throw caught by Pitts. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Here we go.
Now back to throw. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the first down sack.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And he'll get it down here to the 43. A gain of 8 there on the play. And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 23. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. Now Penix. Flushed out right. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down. And looking to throw, Penix. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
Let's go now. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
Here's Penix. A bullet throw, but incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
He's got 9 points on field goals now. He's made 3 of them. That gets him a bit closer, but there's no question they need to start turning some of these 3s into 6s.
And for him, it's not his concern, right? He just goes out there when they call on him and goes ahead and puts points up on the board. But the offense has got to get together and figure out what's stalling their drives, so they have to keep calling on him.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a first down.
Attack!
Now Mahomes. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Now that's a ball that he is going to want to keep, his first career interception in the National Football League.
And I love what teams do when that happens. You bring the ball to the sideline, the equipment guy grabs it, he puts a piece of tape on it, writes on it so that you know what it is, and then they tuck it away so that you can have it for later and put it on your mantle. Pretty good deal for him right there. Now he's eager to get back out on the field and get his second one.
And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. 66 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Back to Robinson now on first down. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
They'll run again here with Robinson. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal.
Some good, strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
Here we go. Check out.
Algier will score. Touchdown, Atlanta. Coup for the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best of the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Will go down as a gain of 6. And this will wind up being a 3rd and 3. Throwing now is Mahomes. Pitch and catch here to Travis Kelce. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I know I spent a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. He used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
Now here's Mahomes. Flush to his right. And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. Down the left sideline. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. And that offense trying to erase that deficit, get a little bit closer here, and climb back into this game in the 3rd quarter. Instead, they further their disadvantage, Charles, with a pick 6.
And that defense came out willing to do anything necessary to defend that lead. I think they looked around the huddle and said, who's going to make the big play? Who's it going to be? And the person just ended up in the end zone with the football. He was the one that answered the bell.
Back now here on EA Sports. Or the fourth quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the third quarter.
Bradley Pinion set to kick off.
The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. On the return is the rookie Xavier Worthy. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. We'll see if they can band back together after the pick six. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A two-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long. Here's Mahomes to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Now Mahomes got to have this one. That ball caught. It's Rice. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Chiefs tried it, but they're turned away on 4th down. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
And for the defense, this is a spot where you don't want to totally sell out to stop the run, but you do have a pretty good idea of what you're going to see. And that's good work right there to keep them in check on that 1st down carry.
Let's go.
Here's 2nd and 8. Open man left side. Shaheed has it. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. A great play there. With his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Falcons look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30, right about the 29. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Eluding the pressure right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Not the first down play they wanted by any stretch of the imagination. An absolutely huge loss on the sack. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. That is caught downfield. It's Worthy. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And that is incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Mahomes throwing on 4th. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. To throw, it's Mahomes. It's complete to Brown, right side. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit. And another 1st down. On play action, it's Mahomes. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
So it looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Open man, it's the tight end, Kelsey. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Travis Kelce, his second touchdown of the night. And the Chiefs have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you kept them at the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
Flushed out right. And he's going to get in for the 2 points, and that'll make this a 10-point game. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And a good job here by the Falcons. Their hands team able to recover it. The risk reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling. And whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. And looking to throw, Penix. Man open. Oh, no, he lost the football. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
Can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture.
Chris Jones, the All-Pro, in on the stop. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of depth.
This to Pitts, and he's got him. Touchdown, Atlanta. Kyle Pitts, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Falcons are an extra point away from making this a 3-score game. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out, because now it's not a total loss, because as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Mahomes going to throw. Flush to his right. That'll be caught by Rice. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
Now Patrick going to change the play.
Mahomes now to throw. And he'll just get rid of it.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
15.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Mahomes. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Mahomes to throw once more. He's going to take another shot here. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here, 1st and 10. Now it's Mahomes again. With no hesitations, they go right back to Kelsey. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another first down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here. Back to throw again. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Attack, attack! Hey, Sunday, on Sunday, on Sunday, on Sunday.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Mahomes. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Xavier Worthy with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Chiefs get a bit closer. Extra point by Butker is on target. And the lead is trimmed down to 10.
44. Chiefs 34.
So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally. But here comes the onside kick. And a good job here by the Falcons. Their hands team able to recover it. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And he is going to have a Falcons first down. And it would appear that that's going to be the one to do it. Again, it's Robinson. And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line. 111 yards rushing for him now on 17 carries. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
Robinson on a give right side. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Bijan Robinson. A 12-yard touchdown run. And the Falcons are able to extend their lead. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a first down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
To throw again on second down. Mahomes. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance. And by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go at each other in practice, obviously.